Video 6.9 Azure Monitoring Services. In this video, we will cover the following topics: the role of tags in Azure, a demo of using Azure tags, an overview of Azure Monitor. As an organization using Azure Cloud Services, there will be many resources that you have been using. You need to monitor those resources to check whether they are working properly and reliably. Azure provides monitoring tools to help you monitor your Azure resources and bring out effective solutions from Azure. Azure tagging is a feature introduced by Azure which can be used to logically group, track, automate resource deployment, and gain visibility on the incurred cost. A tag consists of a name-value pair. Tags can be applied to individual resources or to the resource groups. A good tagging strategy can provide you more insights about your deployed resources in an Azure subscription. You can give anything in the name-value pair that can help you in identifying and organizing the resources. You can add environment-related tags to virtual machines to determine whether the machine belongs to the test, QA, or production environment. In the earlier videos, we have already learned that resource groups are also a way to organize resources based on the life cycle, function, etc. Then what is the difference between resource groups and tags? Resource groups provide a tightly coupled structure to manage your resources. That means resources in other resource groups cannot be grouped. Tags are loosely coupled form of grouping. What that means is they can be associated with resources from multiple resource groups. In order to make management and visibility easier, the same tag can be associated to any resource within a subscription. But tags cannot be used as you like. There are some limitations while using tags. Tags are supported only for some of the Azure resource types. A maximum of 50 tag name-value pairs can be applied to any resource or resource group. On the other hand, a storage account can support a maximum of 15 tags currently. To apply more tags than the limit, you need to use a JSON string for the value. The tag name can support a maximum of 512 characters, and tag value can support a maximum of 256 characters. Storage account tag names have a maximum limit of 128 characters, and tag value has a maximum limit of 256 characters. The resources in a resource group will not inherit the tags applied to that resource group. Virtual machines and virtual machine scale sets are limited to a total of 2048 characters for all tag names and values. Tag names cannot have the characters like lesser than, greater than, percentage, ampersand, backward slash, question mark, forward slash. Let us now walk through the implementation of resource tagging. We will first create a policy assignment stating that any resource should require a tag during deployment. We will then create a storage account and check whether this policy is working. Sign into your Azure account and search for a policy. In the authoring section, select Assignments and then click Assign Policy. Here, the scope of the policy is Azure subscription. Select Policy Assignments and search for a tag. Here, select Require a tag on Resources Policy Definition and then select it. In the Parameters tab, type a name for the tag. Now click Review plus Create and then click Create after validation. You have now deployed a policy definition, which is to add a tag to a resource. Let us now create a storage account. Go to Home and search for a storage account. Click Add. In the Basics tab, please create a new resource group and name it. Give a name to the storage account. Leave the remaining as default and click Review plus Create. After the validation, click Create. Your storage account will not be created because you have not tagged the storage account. Here you can see that the policy requires a tag. Now let us create the storage account again. Go to Home and select Storage Account and click Add. Here, select the resource group which you have created earlier. Now go to the Tags tab and provide the tagging information name as Usage and value as Practice. The name of the tag should be the one you have created in the policy. After this, click Review plus Create. The storage account will be created. So if you want to see some specific tags like usage tags, you can do that by going into Tags. And here you can see the resources which have a tag applied. This helps you in managing better. You have now successfully created a policy and then checked if the policy is working by creating a storage account. Let us now delete everything we have created. Search for policy and in the authoring section, select Assignments and then in the policy, select these three dots and click Delete the assignment. Go to the storage account and select the storage account and click Delete. Azure Monitor is the monitoring service in Azure that collects metrics and logs from all your Azure resources. It can also create alerts, monitor performance, troubleshoot issues, and creates dashboards so that you have complete visibility over the problems and can act accordingly. Azure Monitor collects data from a variety of sources. It can collect the data about a code's functionality and performance about an operating system in which your application is running, about an Azure resources operation, about the health of the Azure resources and the operation management of Azure subscription. It performs different functions on these collected data like insights. We need to obtain a deep understanding of the logs and metrics that are collected. Azure Monitor includes several features and tools that provide valuable insights into your applications and other resources that they depend on. Visualize. The collected data is visualized using graphs, tables, and charts for summarizing the monitored data. Azure Monitor also includes features for visualizing monitored data. Analyze. The metrics and logs collected are analyzed using the Azure Monitor. The metrics can be collected from a single resource or multiple resources of Azure. Respond. Along with analyzing the collected data, an effective monitoring solution is to respond to critical situations that are identified in the data collected. Integrate. To build custom solutions, it is good to integrate Azure Monitor with other Azure services like Event Hub, Logic Apps, etc. This brings us to the end of this video. In summary, in this video, we have covered the following topics: the role of tags in Azure, a demo of using Azure tags, an overview of Azure Monitor. In the next video, we will cover Azure Reporting Services.